John Doonan with Mazda. Big announcements today. Just go over the fact that this road to Indy, I think people are finally starting to figure out this thing's working pretty well.
I hope so. We've been working at it for a while now, 7 years, having a driver development program, 4 years with specifically the Mazda Road to Indy. Today's a monumental day. Professionally, for Mazda, it's a terrific opportunity for us to continue what we've done with the Road to Indy. At the same time, it gives us an additional step to prove out our engines. And that's why
we should tell people that the announcement today was that it's not breaking news. It's you guys are going to have the Indy Lights engines.
That's right. We're going to be
turbocharged.
That's right. 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbos, an engine that we developed for sports car racing, which has a great application here. And I think it's one of those pinch me moments. There's going to be Mazdas running on the oval at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's a big deal for a guy like me. I've been coming here since I was 7 years old.
Well, the other thing that's cool is they're turbocharged, and you can add power to them. I mean, you can make these things pretty damn powerful, which is a great proving ground to get in an IndyCar.
450 horsepower in the new IL-15, which, based on what Dixie said and what Hinch said and what Newgarden said and Vautier and Connor Daly, the thing, characteristically, the chassis, acts a lot like their IndyCar, and that's great. We developed the drivers in the car and out of the car, but to have a platform now that's going to train them to be the next IndyCar star, it doesn't get much better.
I'm always amazed when people are so loyal like Mazda is, and we don't have the TV ratings NASCAR does, and we don't have the attendance and the penetration with the public that you hope. But you guys obviously see a lot of benefit in this to keep doing this. Either that or you're a great BS artist and your bosses. But I mean, just talk about what are the things that the Mazda's done that have got out of this.
I think away from the racetrack, forget about racing, we have 80 drivers in the Mazda Road to Indy, 75 to 80. Those young drivers, men and women, are the best advertisement that we could have from the standpoint of they're strapping themselves in with a Mazda motor behind them. They know that engine is reliable. It's going to go the distance, and now they can hone in on their driving techniques and their racecraft and all the things that it takes to become a Scott Dixon or a Dario Franchitti or all the guys that have won at the Speedway. And so why not continue to use them as a voice for Mazda and hopefully sell some cars along the way. And we're going to plan to do that with the advent of social media, how quickly they can be a voice for us in the marketplace. We believe in that.
The other thing is I hear it all the time. People go, well, there's no ladder system for Indy cars. Oh, yeah, there's a ladder system. Ask Spencer Pigot, ask Joseph Newgarden, ask Sage Karam, because without the Mazda Road to Indy, I don't think they'd have had a ride.
19 of the 33 drivers in the field last year had, at one point in their career, sat in a Mazda Road to Indy development series. That is crazy good, and there is nothing like this. Anyone that asks that question, there is nothing like this in the world. Nowhere in the world. It doesn't exist, and we're really proud of that, proud to have the opportunity to do it and send people, hopefully, to take a drink of milk someday.
Will John, will go into the turbocharged engine and everything, what does that, do you have to ramp up with more people? Will you have a place here in Indianapolis that works on the engines, or how will that work?
The beauty of everything with the Mazda Road to Indy is we are able to sell engines, which is a huge part of our motorsports business. We have a huge grassroots program, and I think you ran a grassroots Mazda one day and maybe
destroyed it at Raceway Park.
Bent up some fenders on an RX-3, but at the F2000 level, US F2000 level, Steve Knapp manages Elite. So his staff manages it. At the Pro Mazda level, Speed Source manages the engines. And at this level, AER will. So we can, as a staff, focus on marketing and communications as to why would Mazda want to go out and run an open wheel series. So it's a neat structure, and 2015 is going to be an exciting year.
Well, I say this on behalf of all the open wheel fans. Thank God Mazda's been around to help these kids get started, because they wouldn't have a path and they wouldn't have a way to get to the IndyCar series or Indy Lights. And I think I think a lot of people I know Paul Fanner and Marshall Pruitt, people like that, RACER, we're always talking. It's amazing how people take Mazda for granted, but it's without you guys there wouldn't be a lot of hope for some of these kids.
My hope is that we can own the path and send them to the top, and that the industry would have some mutual respect for what we're doing, and that we, and I say Mazda and all the others in the business, you're a great voice for this business, can open up the motorsports, specifically open wheel IndyCar racing, to a broader audience and see what we're doing here with truly a farm system of developing the next generation of stars. These are the people that our hope is fans are going to say, I want to go watch Spencer Pigot at the Indy 500 as they're walking through the gate, and if they bought a ticket and they've got their food and drink for the day, and they're going to go watch one of these young guys win that race.
All right, Big John, thanks for your time. Don't get a speeding ticket driving to see your kids in a Christmas program. I know Mazdas go fast, but you got to obey the speed limit, brother. Robin Miller for RACER.com. Thanks for watching.